Hey everybody. So today, this video is for the channel ATC about those comments. So today I did the video on, is this why they stormed the border? $7,000 a month per person for illegals. And saw a few interesting comments. Mecca Makiba said, the sad thing about this is the black community in America won't vote Biden out of office. We never learn from the past. And this is why we continue to have some of the problems that we have as a group. If Biden would have done this to any other people in America, they would for sure send his ass back to Delaware and Kamala back to California. This administration has intentionally done things to keep Black Americans as a group a permanent underclass. And we're going to talk about that. The group itself has done things, and that's what I want us to focus on. Belinda W.8080 says, keep bringing out the hard truth. Thank you, darling. I will. Rhonda E8222 says, this makes me sick on so many levels. Oh, I totally concur. Truth Serum for Life says, sister, the majority of Brads and Beckys don't think Black people deserve reparations here. But Braddy is on one BP, especially Black women are depending on to rescue them. The Most High Yahshua literally referred to his people as sottish. The Creator himself dropped the mic. And guess what? Zaddy getting ready to drop the mic. I agree with that. So M-Poem P4703, we're on the same page. It says, it's genetic at this point. That is kind of where we're headed. But here's the last one. Now, the Black 9700 says there are going to be a lot of modern-day Black American women living in their Nissan Altimas. And where is that dust bucket going to be? He's going to be there right beside them, if not trying to hold them up as they're in their Nissan Altima. And interesting enough, a friend of mine who lived in California said during the crash, remember seeing women in their Mercedes Benz. Guess what? They were wealthy women. The husbands, Becky, Dusty Dan ran off and left a man, and the women were lined up. There are certain areas in Mercedes-Benz, that's all they had. The husbands left them. The house was foreclosed on, and they were just out of luck. Now, Valid 3041 says, how can Black people continue to trust individuals who have absolutely no interest in whether or not Black people have a great quality of life in terms of education, healthcare, housing, etc.? This is 2023, and the same old bull continues. Where is the growth? The growth is nowhere, and let me tell you why. You've often heard me say to get out the BC, maybe look around and see what other people are doing. And I say that for a reason, because there is a thing that is called hypnotic rhythm. And what is hypnotic rhythm and human drives? And I've had this discussion with people who are educated, they have the degrees, and finally put, as one person told me, they said, hey, that is basically, it's like you're stuck. It's like being stuck in quicksand. So let's go ahead and have this discussion. And I think this may explain why the BC does what it does. You vote Democrat because you've been told to do that. That's what mama did, daddy and grandmama. And you've been told that this party is racist and all that. And guess what? I think both sides are. Oh, yeah. But you have to learn how to dissect information. And you have to learn how to get access to the data. This community likes popcorn knowledge. Why? It's part of the hypnotic rhythm. Keep on voting for the same folks and stomping and hollering and all that, and you still get nothing. So, what is hypnotic rhythm? Any thought or physical movement which is repeated over and over through the principle of habit finally reaches the proportion of rhythm. Then the habit cannot be broken because nature takes it over and makes it permanent. It is something like a whirlpool in water. Then it is carried round and round, but it cannot escape. Habit establishes one's rhythm of thought, and that rhythm attracts the object of one's dominating thoughts. So any thought or physical movement which is repeated over and over through the principle of habit, it finally reaches the proportion of rhythm. Then the habit cannot be broken because nature takes it over and makes it permanent. So when you're in the BC and we see baby mama, see him struggling, generation after generation, inheriting the seed of poverty D, and you stay there and you refuse to open up a book, you refuse to listen to a different point of view because your mind, you got a one-track mind. You just looking straight. Everybody and mama keep going straight and off that. They go straight, then turn left and go off that cliff. Never heard from again. Other people like myself saying, hey, you got a quick minute? Hey, can you listen to me for a second? Can I talk to you? You don't want to hear it. Nah. I don't want to hear all that. Leave me alone. And you keep going straight to the left and then off that cliff like everybody else. And then you wonder why you land in a ditch. It's like, everybody went off on that cliff. They went straight to the left on that cliff. And you know what? We never saw them come back up. Hypnotic rhythm. It's over and over again. Baby mama. It's programming. So just like, it doesn't make any sense to me. We're all raised differently, different backgrounds. We have different experiences. I learned from you guys in the comments. I'm like, wow, I never thought about that. Wow, I wish I thought about that. I could have incorporated that idea into the video. That is very interesting. You understand? Hypnotic rhythm. So why do you think I'm begging black women, cheapers? My God, I beg of you, child. Do I have to pull like a Boys to Men on bended knee? Don't care to see the poverty D. No more hashtag baby mama. The stuff gotta freaking stop. This group is headed for a train wreck. And you have no friends. A lot of black people, they think everything is fine. Have no idea what's going on. Have no idea what's going on. It's fine until it's not. A lot of people thought, when they were giving out those checks, it's going to be okay. Yeah, it was fine until it's not. It is. Donna Prince said, this is what ninjas voted for. As usual, black folks fail to prepare. As usual, black folks complain and then take advantage of the education and job opportunities this country has and still won't. Listen, Donna, girl, most of them can't read fluently, proficiently. We got grown men's got a gun, but guess what? Can't read through a book, son. Ninjas still will vote for JB. I hear you. Life is business. Lots of folks will take the immigrants in and exploit them too. $7,000 a month per person. Black folks who choose to remain in the BC will become the permanent underclass. Gentrification in the form of immigrants is here. Oh, yeah. They're already the permanent underclass. It's a wrap. At this point, it is such a wrap. It's a wrap. So, Valee 3041 said, words to growth. There isn't any growth because of this right here. You can't grow. Any thought or physical movement, which is repeated over and over through the principle of habit, it finally reaches the proportion of rhythm. So, guess what? This is where you are. This is what everybody else do. And guess what? Ain't that what you're supposed to do? And that's why you do what you do. We have no problem with baby mama. We have no problem with women and children being killed in the community. We don't have a problem with that. Why? It's done over and over again. Why do you think, now, seriously, let's take race out the equation. Why do you think people don't want ghetto people or project public housing vouchers in their neighborhood? Because guess what? If you moved some of those people to a middle-class area with manicured lawns where you can go for a walk in your neighborhood and not lock your door because you don't want keys on you, the people from the projects, let's remove race out of the equation. if they're used to just throwing down trash and diapers and chicken boxes or anything, loud music, they can see you on a phone, work from home. They're used to doing that. Parking on the grass, people shooting in the air, not being respected, used to park in their cars in the middle of the street and have a conversation while I'm talking to Jimbo. Why do you think people don't want public housing units or Section 8 vouchers? Because they already know what that person doesn't know. Take the race out of it. They know the rhythm. Why? The behavior. Why? It's done over and over again. That's why they're there. Generations born in poverty. Over and over again. The same old thing. It says, then the habit cannot be broken because nature takes it over and makes it permanent. Jeepers! The C, the poverty D. Signing up to be an IOD. Why? Because that physical movement is repeated over and over again. Now you see why I say, even if you live in a project, sometimes go to a museum. Sometimes try to venture out. Once a month, treat yourself. To make sure that hypnotic rhythm that is like going to debase you, try to escape it. It's like you're inculcating disaster. You plan it in your mind. You see it every day. You act accordingly. Why? The hypnotic rhythm. Then the habit cannot be broken because nature takes it over and makes it permanent. And you wonder why young black men don't have a problem killing other black men. You wonder why black men don't have a problem killing black women and children. You wonder why we don't have a problem, a difference. Oh, yeah? Well, I think differently. Let's box up. Saw thing today. Women. Nobody can agree to disagree. Nobody can agree to disagree. Just walk away. Fighting. Boxing up. Looking like heathens. And the thing, Lord have mercy, and these fleas probably gonna breed with somebody with the seed of poverty D. Hypnotic rhythm. That's why there's no growth. That's why I'm saying, okay, you want to have kids? Can you wait 5 years? Can you do me a favor and wait 5 darn years? If he don't have a ring, he ain't talking about a thing. That's why we don't have a problem with women just having, I mean, we're not talking about just one kid. We're talking about whole families, 3 and 4, 5, 6 kids, and a grandmama did it too. And then when the birthday comes, it's all women putting their money together and a bunch of women and a bunch of children. Why? Hypnotic rhythm. That's what we do. And you see it. You grow up with it over and over and over again. And what happens? The habit cannot be broken because nature takes it over and makes it permanent. Voting for the same people that do nothing for you. Somebody telling you on national television you're asking about some reparations. Letting you know and talking to you with an attitude. They're going to invest in the immigrant. You go, okay. A person hadn't said they're going to do anything for you. You go, okay. They ain't doing jack for you. They letting you know that. And you still vote for them. Why? That's what we do. Some of my friends, now you see what blue can do for you. Okay. We like popcorn knowledge. This video won't get any views, but that's okay. I like doing this. And if I can help someone, mission accomplished. I don't make a lot of money off YouTube, no. But if I can help someone, mission accomplished. I don't make a lot of money off Patreon. If I can help someone, mission accomplished. If I can save a sister, a young black woman, listen to the mistakes of the older ones. And sometimes you don't have to do it yourself, but you can learn from others. If I can save you from carrying the seed of poverty D and becoming living life of a tragedy, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. So yeah. That's why you don't have any growth. And then if you decide you want to maybe kind of consider something a little bit different, sometimes you'll have these old heads. What you mean? Where you going? I wouldn't be messing with that, of course, because you don't. I'm sorry, maybe you don't have the intelligence. You don't have the exposure. You ever met somebody? I've seen a person who was in the hood, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me!" And that person said to me, "They have never left that neighborhood." And this person was like in their 50s. You have never left this little area, and you gotta be kidding me. Never. Let alone out the country. I thought that was so sad. I didn't react to it. I just listened. I thought it was so sad. You have never left out this little area where you live in the hood? You got to be kidding me. And you wonder why. So now you see, I'm not trying to make excuses when I say things like, and I can only share my truth. I'm not saying I'm the authority. Now you see when I say things like, I made a comment, I said about black women, some of the things that you do, it's not your fault. Oh, yeah, but you're trying to make excuses for them. It's not your fault. And here's why. I've had the conversation with educated people, more education than me. I had this conversation with people that have money I could only dream of. I don't have a sailboat. They do. I don't have 6 houses. They do. I don't have a Rolex. They do. Hypnotic rhythm. So keep on voting Democrat and you just do what you see. And that's why we need to be truthful, because, no disrespect, a lot of older black women, and trust me, I've had this conversation and I can see it. Big Mama's not, and that's what all people, I'm just saying to the group because I'm a black person, Big Mama, women like that, men too, they're not going to be wrong. I'm not going to be wrong. That's why they don't want their daughters to listen to people like me. They don't want when someone's like, hey, you know what? We're going to go here. Why don't you come with? Why don't you come with? Yeah, come with. Let's just go. I've had a friend I've taken to a person, we're different. And I'm like, hey, the person doesn't want to go into upscale stores. So I'm like, let's go. And so we go in. And what I do, I make sure if it's like a place that's really expensive, I'm not going to buy myself something that's, let's say, 2 G's or two. I'm not going to do anything like that, because I think that would be rude. And then not buy that person something. So I'm like, let's just go check it out. Come on, let's go and just go shop. Look at this, browse. When you get some money, you might like it. Go and treat yourself. Why are you scared to go into a store? I've been to a Chanel store many days and looked and browsed. Matter of fact, I got a Chanel story for you guys. What happened to me when I went in there? It's like so hilarious. But back on this here, that's why I said what I said. It's not your fault. You're doing what you've been taught. You have been programmed. But see, I think it's possible through exposure to maybe reprogram it. That's why you have to sometimes get away. Now you see why I said it's not your fault. This is why. Hypnotic rhythm. Voting for the Democrats. Men fatherless home. Generation. It's repeated over and over through the habit of finally reaching the proportion of rhythm. That's the rhythm. That's how you move. See how he moves? See how she moves? That's how you move. Readers are leaders. Then the habit cannot be broken because nature takes it over and makes it permanent. And as long as you're there in that environment, that's what you see. That's what you're going to do. Now you see what blue can do for you. The Democrats or the Republicans are going to solve your problems. We don't hear about families. Just lay up having baby mom, baby daddy, creating fatherless homes. He go up, he's angry, he's mad at the mama, shoot each other out, kill each other out with women fighting in the streets. Why? Any thought, how you think. You're being programmed where you see how you think. Any thought or physical movement, how you think, creating fatherless homes. I don't care about those kids. Physical movement. This chick pregnant, that chick pregnant. Or this woman mad at that woman, start fighting. Physical movement, fighting, which is repeated over and over through the principle of habit, finally reaches the proportion of rhythm. Then the habit cannot be broken because nature takes it over and makes it permanent. Habit establishes one's rhythm of thought, and the rhythm attracts the object of one's dominating thoughts. How you move, how you think. And that's why there is no progress. And we don't want to listen to a different point of view. I don't want to hear that. You're talking nonsense. I don't like the one who's giving you the message. Stupid. So why I say to a lot of black women, it's not your fault. You got to get away. You have to. Even if it's just mental. A lot of things are mental. You can live in the projects and still read your books and think, when I get the hell out. So now you see when people have nice neighborhoods and they're thinking about, look at Orange County. They don't want those immigrants there. They know what's going to be. Look what's happening in Texas. They camped out of somebody's backyard. I beg your pardon. Trying to get into the house. Rich people still leave doors unlocked sometimes. Sorry to tell you, they still do. Hypnotic rhythm. They know, oh, that's a different culture, and they're going to bring that culture with them. You might look at one the wrong way to somebody from the PJs coming in Section A, and you're jogging. You're looking at them like, oh my goodness, what you looking at? Oh, come here, so and so, and here goes. They might want to fight you. That's why people, even black people, are like, oh my God, the hood people. Oh, that's a Section A house. Look around you. I've seen this personally. Every lawn is manicured. Here comes Section A. Oh Lord. And I'm not saying that's everybody. I'm saying what I've seen. It's like, why does Ninja got to be on the corner when you're coming through the subdivision? Section A. How is the garage door and the front door so dirty and nasty? I mean, are you okay? You kicking it? You got greasy hands? Gee, a thing called cleaning Comet something to wipe it down just a little bit. Section A. So yeah, Section A. This is how they do. So let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, consider please subscribing to the channel about those comments. So yeah, there's no growth. There's not going to be any growth. Why? Hypnotic rhythm. That's why. How they vote? They're going to still vote Democrat. Most of the people are. Hypnotic rhythm. Not thinking, making critical decisions. That's not what we're used to doing. For a lot of people. I'm going to do what so-and-so says and do group thing. Look how far that's gotten you. So, let me know what you all think. Thanks for listening, and I'm out.